on to you, Taurus, out here. So you, Taurus, have the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and then you have the Seven of Cups. Very interesting. I'm seeing how a lot of you Taurus don't really, you haven't, okay, let me slow down with this thing, right? You have the Eight of Swords. There's a sense of you, Taurus, not really allowing this world to particularly, sorry about that, to particularly get you down, right? Because the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, this is what I'm seeing, okay? Despite how egocentric and how people try to break you, Taurus, down and make it seem like they're higher and you're lesser, right? Really try to break your spirit. You know, they don't even have to go that hard, but they have to go, they have to go to the extreme to make it seem like you're not worth anything. And it's like, all of this stuff to satisfy their own ego, right? A lot of you Taurus, pretty much, this is where the Eight of Swords comes up. You too getting a lot more spiritually in tune with who you are. There's a sense of you, Taurus, clinging to your own value systems and how it is that, these value systems that you have not failed you, because they are the right or the correct kind of value systems, right? Everybody has a value system. It just depends on if you have the correct value system or if you are in the lost value system. See, people who are in the lost value system, they worship money, they worship attention, they worship trying to get revenge. They're very preoccupied with attention seeking. And this is the thing that I used to try to tell. This is the thing that I I used to like try to really get off my chest. It's the fact that it's not the dysfunction, right, of when someone runs games. It's the fact that they're attention seeking, because that's what it is. It's attention seeking. It's reaction seeking. The question is, why are they doing that? Like, even when it comes to like the guys, this is why it is I kind of have to clown them a little bit, because it's like, what are you doing as a guy reaction seeking, right? Meaning that they're trolling you to get a reaction. If you don't want people to think of you a certain kind of way, because those are the same people, because those are the same guys who act hyper masculine, right? It's like, if you don't want people to think of you in a particular kind of way, stop trying to seek attention like that. And there's nothing, look, if you into that type of lifestyle, be into that type of lifestyle, right? I'm not discriminating. I know many people who are into that type of lifestyle. I've given readings for people who are into that type of lifestyle. I don't care, right? As far as in that sense, I don't care. That's your business, right? But stop trying to reaction seek. And I'm saying that, right? Because I don't want people to misconstrue. I'm saying that to say it's the same situation with you, right? A person could go so hard to the point where they go to the extreme. And the thing is that the Eight of Swords represents you, Taurus, have the correct value system. You understand that it's about your standards. It's about your integrity. It's about you maintaining who you are and being proud of yourself by making wise decisions and walking tall, right? Walking with your head held high without having to have anything to be embarrassed about. And the thing is that the High Priestess, which is Taurus and Sagittarius, you Taurus, this is an indication that you Taurus are actual, This is an indication that you Taurus represent. You're doing what it is that you're supposed to do. I was about to say something, but you are doing what you're supposed to do. Don't allow other people to trash you. This is what the High Priestess is saying. Don't allow other people to trash you, trash your value, throw you in the trash, make it seem like you're worthless and all of that. Don't allow other people to do that, because it's not true. And then you have the Nine of Cups here. You have a lot to be proud of. A lot of you Taurus, your health is good if you've been taking care of yourself. You're physically attractive. I talked about your finances before, right? So there's nothing to really be so embarrassed about, and I've talked about this before. Don't allow people to get you to that point, and the cards are basically saying that same thing too, right? But I'm teaching you the differences between having a decent value system and one that is indecent, right? That's why I use the reaction seeking. That's an indecent value system. That's not a very good value system. The reason why is because trying to be reaction seeking like that, that's dysfunctional. People who are caught up with trying to tick other people off, right? The games that they play. That means that you're in the lost value system. You're in the lost cause value system is what that means. Because, people who see it for what it is, they're going to see how stupid that is. They're going to be like, wait a minute, I need to act like I don't like this person in order to get this person in a relationship? That's stupid. And they're gonna see how stupid it is. Because people who are in the correct value system, they deal with simplicities. They go with simple solutions for complicated problems. They're not trying to make things as confusing as possible. They have to have this problem forever and a day, and then now they're stagnant and their growth has been stunted, right, in life. Because now it's this idea that we have to deal with the literal same exact problem every single day. And then on top of that, we get no reward out of it. All we're doing literally is just, being dysfunctional the rest of our lives. So the things that the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups now is about how you Taurus, I see that a lot of you Taurus see that, honestly, I'm seeing how a lot of you Taurus are eliminating a lot of different things in your life as far as detaching yourself from a lot of things. And a lot of you Taurus are starting to, because you have developed this value system, right? A lot of you Taurus are slowly but surely learning how to devalue the things around you the correct way. Not throwing it away, not disrespecting it, but devaluing it in the sense of making the things that other people would put so important and high up on the list, like popularity contests, trying to climb trying to climb the social hierarchy, all this other type of stupid stuff. You're starting to understand what is worth it and what is not, and not worry about the things that are not worth it, and worry about the things that are worth it, and give attention and time and energy to those things. Right? So the thing is that the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune now is about how, and make this video go viral, like, stop playing, what I'm saying? Help me out, help me to help you out, you feel me? But and then you have the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune, And that's where a lot of your attention is going. The Wheel of Fortune, getting off of this new cycle of thought onto this, getting off of this old cycle of thought onto this new cycle of thought. Because a lot of you Taurus are starting to, like I said, understand what is important and what is not. I don't, you get to a point where you don't sweat a lot of things. You don't worry so much about it. And then it's like, the thing is that you can be an adept, right? And people will think, man, this person done gone fool, right? This Taurus done gone fool. This Taurus done completely lost their mind. People will think of you as being out of your mind, but that's not what it is. You're not out of your mind. What it is that you Taurus, you understand what is important and what is not. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? When you move like that, you got to understand that most people are caught up in the lost value system. When you don't sweat a lot of things like I've talked about, when you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you could, like you don't mind laughing at yourself. You don't mind kind of making fun of yourself a little bit. You don't mind doing things that are difficult, right? That kind of bring you out of your comfort zone. You don't mind putting yourself into a particular situation. That's where the real power is. Because because it goes right back to the beginning of the reading, because then at that point, no matter whatever it is that anyone says, this is where you start to develop the thicker skin that I've been talking about. It's the fact that you're not worried about those things. You're not. You're not. Because you see the bigger picture. You understand what's important. You understand what is important. You get what is important. And those things are important to you. You don't have to tell people. You shouldn't tell people, right? Unless you absolutely want to. But my suggestion is, for the most part, don't even tell people what is important to you. Let all those individuals think of you as being completely out of your mind. You know how many people thought of me as being out of my mind? And it's like, that's not even true. That's not even true. Like, that's not even true. It's just that they don't get it. They don't understand, right? They so caught up with all the small fry stuff. They don't get it, do they? And the thing is, people who are caught up in the lost value system will never get it. They're too dysfunctional. They're too caught up in the clip off. Those people are not even caught up in the clip off, right? To say that they're just a little confused. They're caught up in the realm of Amalek. They're on the backside of the clip off tree. They would need somebody who is a dark magician adept like myself to come and to help them to make sense of the world and to make sense of their brain, make sense of their mind, sense of their thoughts, sense of their decision making. Because that's how messed up someone is. Go on. Because that's how messed up someone is when they have this delusional mentality where they're sweating the small stuff like popularity and all this nonsensical jargon. All this nonsensical BS. All of this hypergamy and all it doesn't unless you talking about putting yourself out there for sale. That doesn't exist. Because how do you explain all these people talking about it's a natural thing? So why do so many of the people who screaming hypergamy downgrade from the person that they cheated on? Come on, stop. You go from Justin Timberlake to a Kevin Federline. Come on, son. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords. That's easy. The King of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen of Swords. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. So this right here for you, right, represents, to clarify, the Wheel of Fortune, right, represents how you, Taurus, basically, the Nine of Wands, right, represents worry and the lack and moving forward from worry, moving forward through it, learning endurance, learning that even when people give you strife, you know what it is that I do sometimes when people talk trash to me? And this is most of the times. When people talk trash to me, most of the times, depending on the situation, most of the times though, right? I stand there and I let them get it off their chest what it is that they gotta say, and make and allow them to look crazy. And I'm just like, and I don't cross my arms. I accept it. You know, there's been plenty of times that I've spoken to people from doing this YouTube stuff, and it's like, you know, we gotten into some discussions and stuff, like, you know, nothing disrespectful, until it got there, right? Because they wanted it to go there, because they like these narratives, they like their emotions, they are, you know, they are enraptured by it. They don't have any kind of self-control, but they essentially call me all kind of names, and or they'll try to like run they gimmick or whatnot, and I'm just like, okay. Notice how it is that I'm not defending it. Notice how it is that I'm not like trying to, you know, make some sort of argument, because I'm not arguing with you. I'm just letting it be exactly what it is, right? So because I'm able to let it be literally what it is, you know, and do I twitch? Yeah, because of the stress, right? Like because when you get stressed, your muscles get tight, right? The lactic acid that you're building up, right? What causes fatigue, right? It's what causes fatigue. Like whenever it is that you run and then you get tired, lactic acid is what does it, right? That's the substance, and it's natural, right? It's what fatigues you, right? So the thing about it is that, like, yeah, I get a little bit of that, but I learned how to breathe, in the sense that I've learned to where I've learned how to breathe, in the sense that even when they going off on me and stuff like this, I learned to breathe through all of the criticism, right? I'm just continuing to get deeper breaths, and I'm just allowing it to happen while the person is going crazy, losing their sanity, wilding out, you know. And I just, like I said, I don't cross my arms. I'm hands are at my sides, and I'm just like, okay. Because again, thick skin. It's like, okay, you know, that's, like I said, that's why there's a lot of the goofy goobers in the comment section. Some of them will say stuff and it's not even correct, you know. They'll be like, oh, you know, you need to stay away from such and such. It's like, who said? But who says that I'm even dating in the United States? Who said? So I'm saying all that to say, right? I'm saying all that to say that it sounds to me like you, Taurus, are ready to make another evolution. It sounds to me like you're ready to get to another, you're coming up on another catharsis, another spiritual revelation, where it's like you're realizing that a lot of the stuff that once mattered to you, right? Popularity contests and certain things that would have got you upset, right? Really upset, angry even. It sounds to me like those things aren't taking a hold. They are not taking a hold on you, because you learned a little bit more about yourself. You Taurus learned a little bit more of the fact that, you know, once again, you don't really need a whole like lot of normal things like popularity and all this other type of stuff. You know, and off camera, I've even said this too. Like, if I had $100 billion or whatever the case may be, $120 trillion, and I make this joke, right? That was allegedly Genghis Khan's net worth when Genghis Khan was at his peak. But if I'm not mistaken. But basically, if I had $120 trillion like Genghis Khan, right, when he was at his peak, or the money that he had when he was at his peak, I was saying to myself, I can move. This is a joke that I say. I could move it to a mansion, and like the other rooms wouldn't even have anything in them. I would just make like one room into a library, right? Have a mansion because of the sheer space of it, the fact that it's big rooms, it's a mansion, and then literally just make the only room that I'm really gonna live in, which is like a library, make it into a library, pack it with books, and sleep in a sleeping bag on the floor. You will see me $120 trillion worth net worth and all of that, right? Plus, literally at the food line in welfare and everything like that. Why? I don't need a television. I don't need all these popularity contests. The more peace that I experience is the more I'm like, yo, I'm good with all of that. Pulling up in fancy cars and all that stuff, trying to impress. Trying to impress who? Who am I trying to impress? The biddies? So I can go ahead and get a target on my back? No, thank you. And again, a lot of you are coming to that realization of what is important. So now the thing is that the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords represents, you're learning that too. It's just that for you, the next step for you is to learn it, but not be angry about it. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You're getting to that place. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K subscribers. I have 15,400 and I don't know, some odd. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Oh, snap.